everyone, Miss Pierrot here, and this is Ted. What's up, everyone? We are going to read a book about Humpty Dumpty. It's called After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. Before we begin, I want to just read or just recite the Humpty Dumpty nursery rhyme. It goes like this. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty together again. Okay, so Humpty Dumpty, this big egg, he fell off a wall. Something big happened to him and it was scary. So this is the story of what he did after the fall. So let's get going. After the fall. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Something big happened to him. Whew, he went to the hospital. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together again. Look at, he has his band-aids on. He has cracks in his body. And then it says, well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. He's too afraid to climb up again. Now he's sleeping on the floor. Sometimes when things happen, it makes us feel afraid. After that day, I became afraid of heights. Oh, I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. Couldn't make it to the top to get his delicious cereals. He was too afraid. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really miss the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents could happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better. And one day, an idea flew by. He was going to figure out how to get up on that wall without making his body get up there. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. He made an amazing bird. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. I felt free. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds. Unfortunately, accidents happen. Oh, he still has cuts from before. They always do. Oh, there goes the bird at the tippy top of his favorite wall. It's a paper bird. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things that I had missed. I I decided I was going to climb that wall. He's determined. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. Look at his face. I didn't look up. Look at his hand. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Look at him on that high wall. The tippy top, he's so proud of himself. He made it. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who is famous for falling. What's happening to him? Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up again. Yes. Oh my gosh, what's happening to Humpty Dumpty? There's something really, really brave inside that egg. Something free. He's not afraid anymore. He learned how to fly. He busted out of his egg. And he was a strong, powerful, free bird.